Shining Pearl? It came out last weekend. Never heard of it? Is it because you're not into Pokemon? Oh, you're into the older ones? Okay. I've played every Pokemon game except for the 6th and 7th generation games. The only Pokemon game I've played within 7th generation is Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. I should not have went for that strat. I'm not confident with this strat at all. I just wanted to make up for the time that I lost in World 6, but original Pokemon. I actually do like original Pokemon as well. I'm not really interested in the newer Pokemon seasons. I heard they changed the art style in the newer Pokemon seasons, and I don't like it. It was? I thought Dragon Quest came out before Pokemon, because wasn't the very first Dragon Quest on the NES? You can catch monsters. I've never played any of the Dragon Quest games. Like, I've heard about Dragon Quest before when I was younger. Like, because the commercials would always come out. I like Pokemon, I like the Dragon Quest games. Really? I usually like RPGs. I tried getting into Final Fantasy, particularly 4, and I didn't really like it. And then I've been watching my girlfriend play Final Fantasy VII Remake. I watch people play Final Fantasy, and I've seen runs of Final Fantasy VII Original, and the first time I saw my girlfriend play Final Fantasy VII Remake, I was like, what is this? This doesn't look like the Final Fantasy VII I remember. I mean, it looks nice visually. Like, I'm not saying this in like a bad way, but it definitely did look really different. She keeps asking me if I'm going to ever go back and actually give Final Fantasy a try. And a lot of people always talk about 6 being really good. RPGs and platformers are two of my favorite genres, but I think I've come to the conclusion I'm drawn more to platformers nowadays. I think that's why Mario has always been like my favorite franchise. But like my favorite video game is Mario RPG, and that's both a platformer and an RPG game. Yeah, that's true. And that's why like it's been really hard for me to get back into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's extremely long. It's a good game and I really want to play more of it. There's quite a bit of auto-scrollers in this game. You're lucky I'm not running 80%. If I'm running 80%, then most of the run is auto-scrollers. Like the ratio between non-auto-scrollers and auto-scrollers in 80% is ridiculous. How many? The 2 cannon levels, Mushroom 3, 3-A, 3 Tower. Yeah, Scam is calling me, I'm not picking it up. 5A, the escape sequence in 6 castles, so that's like, I think a fourth of the level. 2-Ghost, 4 Ghosts, Star 4, Star 6, and the escape sequence in Star Castle, so about 10.5 auto-scrollers. What was that? Get the star! What the hell? Oh my god, what is happening? God, that was so stupid. I just lost like 6 seconds just on this level alone. All because I like messed up the easy part and then messed up like everything else. It's not very excessive. Like that's why I prefer the longer categories. Like every category outside of any percent are much better than any percent. Like in my opinion, Warpless is a much better beginner category than any percent. But the best category is 100%. Yeah, I mean, that is one of the downsides of 100%, but I like 100%. 100% has some of the coolest strats that you don't see in, like, any other category. But, like, I favor 100% in a lot of speedruns because you get to see the whole game. This category is also my favorite in this game because it's really unique. There's some very unique routing. The world record optimized in this category, there's some big mistakes. There's still room for improvement for sure. It is pretty good and definitely not easy to beat. I have the 3rd best time in this category and I do have potential, but I'm not focusing on world record right now. I'm just trying to focus on trying to get runs going before Winter Pride. I mean, someday it would be nice if I go for record. There was actually like 2 opportunities where I was really close to record, but never got it because someone else took it. A few months ago I wanted to get the record because at the time Juice had it with a 138.38, but then J-Dude started learning the category and was like, free world record, haha. And then the Nasi just came out of nowhere. And I was really upset because I wanted records so badly. But yeah, I'm not saying any of that to undermine Nanasi, because Nanasi is a good player for sure. Like, I'm happy that he got record, but then also unhappy for myself for getting so close to not getting it. What? I know why that happened too. I ground pounded too early. Thank you. I tried my best, but I know for sure you'll get it back. Like, this doesn't mean I'm better than you at all. I know you're much better than me at the game if you came back. Your capture card doesn't work again. I know you told me that it was a problem with your cable, but do you have a different problem now? Have you tried buying a new cable? So do you think it might be the capture card itself? Because if no other cable's working, then it might have to do with the capture card. I guess in your case, it might be really tough to try and get someone to fix it because Katsu Kitty does not exist anymore, and Loopy does not want to work with Katsu Kitty capture cards. Although, I think there's another 3DS capture card site called Delfino Customs. I don't really know much about it, so I don't really know if I could recommend that, but I've been seeing stuff about Delfino Customs. What day is it? It's Thanksgiving right now. I'm assuming you don't live in the States if you're asking what day is today. Australia, okay. This makes me really sad that this level's in this route instead of 1-A. For context, 1-A is like 50 seconds faster than 1-5. But then the amount of time that it takes to get 5 extra star coins is a little bit longer. No, 1A is like much faster. It's much faster because it's not a water level, and water levels are by default slower than any other alternative. If you have an option between a water level and a non-water level, then the non-water level is by default faster. In Warpless, we do 1A instead of 1-5. Yes, you want to grab the 2,000 point mark, because in this game, Luigi and the flagpole both go down at different speeds, and you want them to stop at the same time in order to get the most time save. Each point that you're away from the 2,000 mark, which is the center, you lose a few frames over just getting to the 2,000 mark. So sometimes there will be points where like I'll be triple jumping. Most levels have setups to getting a 2,000. There's a few levels where getting 2,000, there's not really a reliable setup to get a 2,000. Because at that point, the time that it takes to set yourself up for a 2,000 loses more time than how much time getting something other than 2,000. Alright, so there's a new strat in Forecastle that I learned yesterday, and I'm hoping I can pull it off in this run. It saves like 2 seconds and it looks really cool. Here we go. No! Unbelievable. The coin block? No, it does not. The coin block is used as like a shield, basically. Like, it gives you a bunch of coins when you move around with it. But then when you get hit, then you just lose the coin block without losing any of your power-ups. And there's no animation for getting hit. So we abuse that mechanic in, for example, that level in order to take advantage of some cool strats. I've been playing Pokemon Shining Pearl quite a bit. Well, I'm really enjoying that game. The nice nostalgic trip. I almost got hit there. That was really close. I love Gen 4. Unfortunately, though, there's some questionable things in the game. But it's hard to say whether or not these changes like impact my opinion on the game. Who did I pick as my starter? Right now I pick Piplup because Piplup's my favorite of the three. But if I start doing an LP of the game on my YouTube channel, I might pick Chimchar. Because on my YouTube channel I've done a Let's Play of Platinum and I chose Turtwig. And then I also did a Let's Play of Diamond and chose Piplup, which probably means my only choice is Chimchar. And it's gonna be a heartbreaking decision for me. I don't really like Chimchar. Emulators are not allowed because they're not accurate to the original console. And if you have a reliable setup, then you can do runs where you can record yourself doing runs with camera quality. Otherwise, getting a 3DS capture card you're gonna be spending about $200 for a 3DS capture card if you want to go that route. Oh, okay, so you pick Turtwig. I like grass starters. Grass starters are fine. Whenever I pick my favorite starter within every gen, most of it tends to be water types. Like, I like Squirtle out of Gen 1. Well, I guess I could say Eevee. I guess Eevee counts as a starter because, let's go. In Gen 2, my favorite is Totodile. Gen 3 Mudkip, Gen 4 Piplup, Gen 5, I don't really like any of the Gen 5 starters, but out of the 3 that I like the most out of them is Snivy, but even then I don't really like Snivy that much. I haven't played Gen 6 or 7, but design-wise, I think I like either Fennekin or Sproky. And then I don't remember what the designs for the Gen 7 starters are. I have not played Gen 7 at all. I know there's Incineroar because Smash. And then Gen 8, I like Scorbunny. It's really rare for me to have a fire type as my favorite. If it's Heart Gold and Soul Silver, then Cyndaquil's my favorite. Yeah, that is a problem with Grass. The other issue that I have with Grass Pokemon is I'm not really a fan of most of the movesets. Yeah, NTR is not allowed because I don't know the specifics, but there's something about like overclocking your console that affects the loads and it makes the load times inaccurate, which can give runners who use NTR an advantage over people who just use original console. 4th gen, easy. When Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl was announced on its first Pokemon Direct, I was so surprised and also really excited because it's 4th gen, it's Diamond Pearl. I love Diamond and Pearl. Diamond and Pearl is my favorite Pokemon game, and to see it being remade, finally, was really exciting for me. I'm like one of the minority who didn't think it would happen, because Diamond and Pearl is so good, I don't see what you could change. I'm pretty sure it was bound to happen for some people, because ever since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out, people have been rumoring Diamond and Pearl to be remade. They remade Gold and Silver with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and then they remade Ruby and Sapphire with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So I guess Diamond and Pearl is bound to happen. So now the question is, when are they going to remake Black and White? And are they going to remake Black and White 2 as in addition to that as well? It's kind of like how people kept rumoring Skyward Sword to be remade for years, and then the next thing you know, Skyward Sword finally gets a remake. $124.15. Okay, maybe a 14. Doesn't matter, but we finished the run. That's all that matters. Oh my god, this run was mediocre. Alright, we still have time in the stream. I think I'm gonna do another run. I mean, maybe. It depends on how far I get the run. Usually, like, whenever I'm doing attempts, like, if I reach a certain point of a run, then usually the rest of the run just becomes, like, a no reset. If I was running New Super Luigi, then the run is a no reset, regardless of what happens. Well, one no reset per stream session is usually good. Like, I feel satisfied if I can finish a run. And I mainly focus on longer categories. And because I mainly focus on longer categories, I don't like to reset after every little mistake. Well, I mean, I'll reset in the beginning sometimes if I don't like how I'm starting. Like, if the first few levels don't go well, then I would reset. Because it's early enough in the run to reset. But like if I am deep into the run, then don't really want to reset. Especially if you're doing like 100%, let's say. Because 100% is a 3-hour category. Is it worth it? Do you have the time to fire up another 3-hour run? If you decide to reset very late into 100%. And that's why most people usually run any percent, because any percent is usually the easiest category to grind out. You can afford to reset deep into an any percent run, because any percent is like 26 minutes in this. GTA 4 is 3.5? Really? I thought GTA was actually shorter than that. Aren't there glitches in GTA? I don't know anything about GTA. Well, the actual reason I'm getting Star Coins is because you need 90 to access Star World. So I'm going out of my way in every level to get Star Coins. There's some levels where I get 1, some I get 2, there's even some where I get all 3. You'll never see me get 0 Star Coins in a level in this run. But we get 95, and we use the 5 extra Star Coins in order to do 3-A instead of the normal path in the beginning of World 3, which is to do 3-2 and 3-3. I'm always impressed whenever people always talk about doing like long category speedruns that are like 4+ hours. I have done category runs that are 4+ hours before. They're always impressive because they're usually not easy to come around. Like I've done a 200% run of New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which is 100% Mario U and Luigi U. And I have also done a 120 star run of Galaxy 1 and 2. Yeah, biggest example I could think of is Breath of the Wild, which is like a 30+ hours for an average person to do a 100% run. Yeah, you can sleep for 8 hours in the middle of a Breath of the Wild run. That way, doing a 100% run isn't all exactly insane to do, but it's still insane. Really? After all that? But my World 6 was good. How can this happen? Oh. Fine. Okay, not fine. That was worse than my other one tower attempt. Oh! Alright. Please get the coin. I'm losing 6 seconds in the split. I thought I was dead. Oh my god, dude. Okay, come on. Okay, we PB'd. But whether or not, nah, I'm not turning splits on. I did it! I did it! I did it! Oh my goodness, this run was so good. Guess we are going for world record. Next. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This run was insane. No splits comparison really does help. Yeah, so this run like started off like normal. Had a really good Flower World. World 5 was really good. I took it really safe on 6 Tower and 6-4. But then I lost 3 seconds in 6-5 because I got hit at the very end. 1 Tower sucked, like usual. What else was new with 1 Tower? It's so strange because like every time I turn the game on, 1 Tower is like the first thing that I practice. Literally every single time in post game during this grind, I always lose like 5 seconds in 1 Tower. Had a really bad 2-3, 5 golds in a row. Holy crap! What happened here? I'm really happy with this. Like, okay, so I plan to do one more stream session before Winter Pride, which will be sometime next week, and I would not be surprised if I don't PB.